Hey, Jonathan here from Buffalo Modular, and we are here the day that the superior walls for this basement project in Lancaster are going in. And so I wanted to show you how this comes together, what this looks like. So the truck is backing in as we speak to put the with the second load of walls, panelized walls. And so I'll turn the camera around so you can take a look at this. So here they're backing in right now into the driveway. We're gonna come over here. You can see they got the boom truck in place over here, and a bunch of the walls in already. I'll show you how they come in as well. But what I kind of wanted to point out to you here is you can see all this fill that's in here from when they excavated. It's all around here, right? So you can see it all around. This is why doing superior walls on a tighter site can be difficult. Like in the suburbs, or certainly in the city, it's very difficult to do superior walls there because you need all of this excavated earth to be off to the side while all of these big, pieces of equipment are coming in. And then on top of that, it's got to stay there until after the house is here, and then after the basement floor has been poured, because superior walls does not they're not a part of the concrete floor. So they put these these slabs in here to support the load coming down where those posts are going to be in the basement. They'll put those in, and then they put these walls in. And then you'll either do the floor next or you'll put the house on next. Either one is fine, either order, but you can't backfill and push all of this earth back up against the walls until after that's done. So that's what makes it complicated, because you need a lot of room on the site. Thankfully, this site has the room to be able to do it, but we've had some folks in city settings and in suburbs and stuff like that try to do that, and it's very complicated and difficult. So it's a lot of times it's easier to do a poured wall in those circumstances. So this house is actually the modern farmhouse. It's one of our model homes. And so these folks are recreating that house here on this property. You can see the excavation that has been done for the perimeter wall for the garage, because you need to put in a perimeter foundation wall that goes down below the earth, below the frost line, to be able to prevent any heaving and stuff like that can happen. So you can see that's been excavated. The stone is in there. Stone is down below, obviously, as well. And so they're going to pick up these walls off of the truck and set them down into place here with this. So you can see they're about to pick that up right now. They're going to strap it on. There's actually some hooks on the top of it, on the top of the wall, that they can hook right in and pick up these panelized walls. It's pretty amazing. There it goes, up in the air. They actually kind of lock in. If you look back, we did a video of this as well for one of the Barndominium projects that we did, and I was able to show you from up above. It's hard to get over there where they're doing that right now, but you can see right over top of it there, it's an interlocking system. And then they'll also there's a construction adhesive that they put on right where those sections come together as well. You can see now they're ratcheting those walls together. So they're bolted together, and then you can kind of see it here right at the top of this wall here. I've already started to put on some of that construction adhesive between the walls. There's a bunch that goes on right at that joint where the sections come together, inside and out, to seal these things up tight and come together really nicely. So they're setting the last panel of the basement, and then they'll move on to the garage from there. So you can see They're putting that construction adhesive in as we speak, getting ready for this wall panel to go in. It'll interlock with the other walls, and then they'll put more construction adhesive on those joints after it's all been set and done. Now, for clarity's sake, you can see those are different sizes there. The wall, if you remember the modern farmhouse, it actually kind of juts out a little bit in that living room space there, so that's why you see that difference there. It's not that it's the wrong size wall or anything. Well, that's how it goes. That's how it comes together. They're gonna do the garage walls next, those perimeter frost walls around the garage, and they'll be all set and ready to go, ready for this house to come out. So hope this is helpful to you as you're considering your project, thinking about different basement systems, what might be the best setup for you. Superior Walls is certainly a great setup if you're looking to finish your basement, because it's already studded and insulated and ready to go for that finished basement. But it doesn't work for every circumstance, doesn't work for every project. But hopefully this is helpful to you as you're kind of considering what you're gonna do. Thanks again.